What up, family? Get on news reporter, man. That's between Mary and the Lee. Today is January, Tricky Tuesday, the 12th, 2021. So they say. Could be 2012. You never know. They just do a little number changing and stuff. Just going out to my so-called family, especially my so-called brother, Emmanuel Davis. Don't know who he is for real, other than he was a dope fiend and he gave my so-called mother Mary Lee Wright a cigarette when she was at Belmore nursing home and she was on her supposed to be deathbed and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? See, they smoke, drink, drug, and all that. You know, did all kind of, you know, wicked things or whatever. And they must have known I wasn't the person they, you know, are, because I don't believe they did or nothing. Now I heard my so-called brother Emmanuel, which is another name for Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to remember, Rahm Emanuel was the mayor, but, you know, you can't get past, you know, real family, you know, in order for somebody else to take over your identity. You know, you got to go through them. Now, I met so-called Donna Marie Evans. It was a setup when I was with my niece on the King Drive bus, the 3rd and King Drive bus. And, you know, Donna Marie Evans tapped me on the shoulder, gave me her phone number, and the guy she was sitting next to, I said, "You don't want her?" And he was like, "No, she wants you," and stuff. So, you know, me being a teenager, stupid and goofy and whatever and stuff, I admit that. You understand what I'm saying? You know, she was older than me 9 years, and my niece, Juanita Nelson, a.k.a. Nene, she was part of the plot, you know, to come up off of me because I had gave Oprah my child abuse rap in 1984 at the age of 17, and my youngest niece, Dion Nelson, a.k.a. Dee Dee, knows it because I read it to her. And I gave all of them my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors plus one song before I got railroaded, May 31st, 2008 on Devon and Clark for so-called, you know, tinted windows, and then they upgraded to disarm the police officer, something I did not do. May 31st. Now, it's all jealousy and envy and all that. I don't even know these goddamn people called family. So this is going out to my so-called family. My foster brother name was Edward Redmond. He married a white lady and had 2 girls, and they was Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? I thought people that came in my life kind of, you know, had my best interests at heart, but no, they was just out my rap legacy and the money that they could get from me or whatever and stuff. I'm sick and tired of this story. I'm ready to put every penny on their fucking head and hope they die and shit, to tell you the truth. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sick of it and shit. I'm working for Lisa Zillion. I'm an originator of rap and a whole bunch of other stuff, and they just used me, kept using me for whatever fucking goddamn vainglorious reason that they have and stuff. They was in all kind of criminal behavior. Edward Redmond, my foster brother, used to, you know, give me candy all the time. And to this day, you know, I like candy and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate, and I don't eat meat. I eat a lot of snacks because I'm in a trap place called, you know, a building, and they just want my Social Security or whatever and stuff. But I don't give a fuck about that Social Security. I just want my shit that I earned already as far as my rap legacy and, you know, the AA money that I generated. I'm not a gangbanger, so I don't want that drug money. I don't want no part of no criminal activities. But they put me in their midst, and I guess it's like guilty by association. I happen to do it right. As dumb as I am and shit, for real, I end up being a smart-ass motherfucker. I never fucking goddamn graduated from grammar school, never went to high school, I did one goddamn book report in college. They kicked me out pretty much and shit because it was too real for they motherfucking ass. And they told me before I left, you know, that I was playing with the big boys. They didn't say girls, they said boys, and I remember that. So, you know, for you fuck boys, call yourself my brothers and shit, like Edward Redmond and, you know, my so-called brother Emmanuel Davis, or whatever the fuck his name, right? Whatever the fuck. I don't know these motherfuckers and shit. I know he was a heroin addict. He was supposed to be a mathematician, just like Rahm Emanuel, the so-called mayor or whatever and stuff of the city of Chicago, whatever, and who knew Barack Obama. And if it wasn't because of me, Mary Lee, Trini, Mary Lee, your ghetto news reporter and originator of rap, you know, story, you know, child abuse story, and The Color Purple being a spinoff of my child abuse story because of my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, whose birthday is 7/15, July 15. She's a Cancer, and you know, I don't know what the fuck going on other than I stuck my neck out for a bunch of motherfuckers who only want me dead because I'm worth more dead than I am alive, and I told them that in 1995, but yet and still they try to play me and stuff. When they heard my voice, their ego shrunk. My so-called goddamn real brother, Emmanuel Davis, don't forget, could be named Jesus, you understand what I'm saying? Because that's another name for Jesus, along with, shit, they got so many fucking names and shit. You motherfuckers are Bible book thumpers and stuff. They said that, he tried to rob a bank or whatever, and the police shot him or whatever, Nobody said he died. The only person they said died was my so-called oldest niece, Yvonne Nelson, a.k.a. Rudy. You understand what I'm saying? And she was the cutest one out of my nieces. No motherfucking goddamn incest shit going on, nothing like that. Just being honest. And sometimes motherfuckers be hating on your looks, and that's why I said in 1995 I wasn't gonna be looking pretty because I knew they was hating on me, and that's why I threw my real cute picture, with my Shirley Temple curls and me as a little girl, maybe 8 or 9 years old, and in the garbage, because I knew once I gave it to Oprah Winfrey, she was gonna feel some kind of way because she was Miss Fire Prevention or whatever and stuff, and then girls just don't like other girls that are cute, and they start looking in the mirror and say, oh, I'm getting old, and they see you coming up, and then they want to hate on you and kill you for whatever fucking reason other than, just jealousy and envy. Long story short, my brother claimed he cared for my mother, but she told me that he was taking her Social Security at one time, and now he's coming after me and stuff, and they said $500,000 a year spent on security. I hope it ain't on me, goddamn it, because these bitches then poisoned me 6 times. I've been tasing my kidney because 9 times out of 10 somebody in my family is an alcoholic, a dope fiend, and a fucking goddamn drunk. And you understand what I'm saying? They all was a part of that lifestyle and stuff. And who else they gonna come get but somebody who isn't, right? I'm the breadwinner, the meat, potato, the cake, ice cream, all that fucking shit. So it's like this. You don't want people in your family to be the ones, but when I look back over my life, all they was a problem. I went to Job Corps because they was getting on my nerves. My goddamn so-called oldest sister, light bright, damn near white, Linda Nelson and stuff, had the nerve to goddamn it, take my little money that, was my allowance and stuff when I went to Job Corps or whatever. I was getting $50 a month, at 17, right? And she was getting money for me to stay in her household. Now, I knew it was going to be a problem because that's all motherfuckers grab me for, is for the money and stuff. So I went to my caseworker, whom name I believe was a niece. I call her a she-devil because she lied to me on some other shit. And then she caught up with me later on when I was making money for myself, and she didn't buy anything from me. She was just amazed at the fact that I wasn't begging her for goddamn help and shit after she turned me down and stuff once I got kicked out of DCFS, Department of Children and Family Services. Long story short, my sister Linda Nelson and my so-called caseworker, the niece, or whoever the fuck her name was and shit, got together and stuff and conspired to take my money and stuff. So I had to go to Job Corps. And I asked my fucking goddamn so-called Linda Nelson and shit, sister or whatever, who worked for Michael Reed's hospital and God knows probably killed my mama and trying to kill me. I don't fucking know. We're going to find out though. I guarantee you that. Because they definitely tried to kill me on Mother's Day, May 8th of 2016. When they railroaded me out of a AA meeting and stuff. And the next day, May 9th, 2016, you understand what I'm saying? They held me down and gave me all kind of drugs, and I was 19 years sober. I wasn't drinking, drugging, and smoking. I'm not drinking, drugging, and smoking now. I'm just sick of telling this goddamn story over and over, and if they're going to kill me, I wish they'd get it out the fucking way. I told them in 1996 when they had the police put a gun to my head, and I said, pull the fucking trigger, and of course, it was because some guy that fresh out of prison, big-ass motherfucker, wanted to rape me and shit, and I stood up to him and shit, and of course, I got the fucking shitty end of the stick, and I heard later on he raped, or they fucked up this one light-skinned girl. She was fine as hell, too, Man, I tell you, motherfuckers ain't shit, and now they trying to come after me. Imagine that. After all I've been through as a little girl, and then trying to, be humble about things and stuff. So yeah, my oldest sister, Linda Nelson, she didn't want to give me no money. So I went to Job Corps. I said, look, you can keep the money, whatever you getting from me. Well, I ain't even asked how much it was, right? And I said, just put, by this time I was getting $75 a month. just put the $75 a month up. You understand what I'm saying? Real fucking talk. So when I get out of Job Corps or whatever, which was 6 months, you know, I have some, you know, other than what Job Corps gave me. I got back to the fucking so-called crib, house 7547 South Walcott. Wouldn't you know, she didn't have a penny for me. I didn't argue. I just tried selling goddamn motherfucking goddamn pops and things of that nature and stuff. And of course, my nieces told that I was selling pops out the house and shit. So I couldn't sell a pop. So I took them to the streets and, you know, I made 10 cents off of each can. You know, back in the day at Cub Foods, which I believe turned into Aldi's. Cub Foods had them for like, you know, 10 or 15 cents or whatever and stuff. Yeah, about 15 cents a can. And, you know, I was trying to get 50 cents. I had to carry all that shit on the bus and shit. You know, labor costs money. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and I got a good personality. But I ended up selling them for a quarter because they was hating in my household and shit like always and stuff. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much I helped them, and I helped them a lot. And they stole a whole bunch of shit. And they conspired between OPRAH and a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I know y'all like, oh, you don't know all these people. Yeah, I do, motherfucker. They know me if I don't know them personally. They know me and my family. Everybody knows somebody, knows somebody, knows somebody. It's a small world after all, motherfuckers. Real fucking talk. And I'm the originator rapper more so than anything. I'm the game that been played and stuff. People been playing on or whatever. So that's why my city look like shit. That's why I feel like I'm dying, and that's why I don't give a fuck if they die and shit. Tell you the truth. I got my black on and shit. But anyway, you know, yeah. I didn't get shit out the deal and shit. You know, my sister was a gold digger shit. So who was the last person who was with my mother who was supposed to be alive or who supposed to be, she was alive at the time in 2000? My oldest sister and my so-called brother, Emmanuel. And, you know, by this time, my so-called mother had a hole in her throat or whatever and stuff for so-called smoking. But the last time I seen it, she ain't had a hole. So I'm thinking, you know, everybody playing games and shit because I seen this one lady and she could talk with the hole in her throat or whatever and stuff. So, you know, what's done in the dark comes to the light or whatever. See, we talking devil sinister stuff. And then my so-called sister, Linda Nelson, had the nerve to say, I thought you was trying to kill mama. Yeah, really? I was the one that ran through the fucking nursing home talking about leave my mama alone. See, when the spirit hits and stuff. And maybe, you know, my sister killed her because when I went to the funeral, you know, my sister didn't even let me speak and shit. And she, you know, I'm the writer, but she wrote a poem and she just wanted to be upstaged and then she wanted to upstage me. And then, you know, all of a sudden, goddamn it, you know, she ended up with insurance. I didn't get none of that. I had to pay for the headstone. Guess whose name was on the headstone? Mine's Mary Lee Davis. Imagine that. And my mother's name is Mary Lee Wright. And not only that, all of us were supposed to pay for her headstone. They paid one goddamn fucking one payment, and I ended up paying for it and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I was working a regular funky job where I got a hernia in Evanston. You understand what I'm saying? So let's check this motherfucking scripture and shit. See what these bitches got to say. I'm sick of you bitches, for real. All right, look at that. I'm number one as usual. Zechariah, number one. And that's why these motherfuckers hate me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm the originator of rap. I'm number one when it comes to the family, you know, having some, you know, me being paid in full or whatever and stuff. You know, it says a call to return to the Lord. Maybe it's time for y'all to, you understand, step your game up. Here, let me do another one. So Zechariah chapter 1, just in case. I got Psalms chapter 122. No, 121. 121 and 122. So whoever stole my gun and trying to use it against me or whatever, 9 times out of 10 is my dolphin ass brother. The movie 5 Heartbeats at the end kind of pretty much tell it all and stuff. I was hoping it didn't come down to that, but of course, you know, niggas trolling, you know, he couldn't get a job and stuff. He was mad and he was hating on me. So girls that look like me for real, your brother probably playing dead like a dog and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Roll over dead, and then we do all the work and shit, and they kill us, and then, you know, that's the way it goes, right? You understand what I'm saying? I don't like you. I don't want no part of these so-called family. I broke the goddamn, you know, shit, the pool game and shit, and nothing dropped, which means my higher power don't want y'all to have shit when it come to me. You already stole what you wanted. If you just keep on running, motherfucker, I could buy me a family. Real talk. Mary McAmira, step your game up. If we have to kill my whole family, it is what it is. Straight up. In the name of Jesus, right? You understand what I'm saying? Don't shit on me and say it's raining. Will a man rob God? Hell, motherfucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. And his mama would rob me. You know, they was all alcoholic smokers and drinkers and shit. And 2-bit hustlers and shit. And I was just too nice for their ass. And I ain't even known them that goddamn long and shit. Imagine that. But yet and still, I treated them like family. What a fucking goddamn pity. And with that, this is your Get On This Poorly Man. Dad's 20 Mary Lee. Peace. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch.